Hello, welcome, Namaste. My name's John King from Karmic Seeds. I'm a hypnotherapist and Reiki master. And today I'm going to be talking about inner strength, coping in our current climate of COVID, and a couple of other things. Before I begin, first of all, I would like to thank and acknowledge the original custodians of the land, wherever we are in this moment of now. Thank you. I'd like to pay my respects to the elders, past, present and future. And I'd like to thank all of our ancestors who have brought us to this moment of now. Thank you for all that you've done. As we embrace this amazing life that we're in, it's been quite an interesting few weeks, months and years. So a lot of us have had our confidence shaken a little bit. We've had to reassess our life in many different ways. It's my hope and intention that today's trance will bring more confidence back into your life. Depending on where you are within yourself, you may need to listen to this several times in order for the suggestions to go in. And as always, I would ask that you check with your licensed medical practitioner to make sure that hypnotherapy and a hypnotic trance and energy work is right for you in your current state. If you are agitated, strongly agitated, deeply depressed, any number of different things, this sort of general trance may not be for you. So please make sure that you check in with yourself and only practice this if you are in the right headspace. If you are underage, make sure that you have your parents' or guardians' permission to listen to this. In order to reach a deep hypnotic state, and the actual trance will start in about 10 or so minutes, and I'll put that in the comment section later. So if you're re-watching this or joining at a different time, feel free to skip to the trance part if you want to skip the ramble. However, to make sure that you reach that state, to make yourself comfortable, I invite you now to lock your doors, let people around you know that you do not want to be disturbed for about 45 minutes to an hour, and give yourself permission now to take time for you. The intention for these sorts of practices is for you to calm your mind, to allow yourself to listen with your subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind will hear every word that I speak, even if your conscious mind drifts in and out. Allow your critical factor to assess the words that I say. And more as you relax in ways that are right for you today, you can then take into yourself those suggestions, those beneficial suggestions that are right for you. So I want to talk a little bit about our solar plexus chakra, our energy center, where our confidence lies, our inner strength and who we are. Now, I've also been asked to talk a little bit about the pineal gland or the third eye, and luckily the third eye chakra is connected to the solar plexus chakra. They're a pair. And we all know the expression trusting our gut and gut feeling. And our third eye is more our intuition, higher self, connecting into the greater unconscious knowledge. So how are they related? And there are many different levels and layers to that. And again, as I'm talking through this, if you wish and if you trance regularly and you're ready just to go into deep trance, you can do that at any time. You can listen to the words I say, or just let yourself go into that deep, comfortable, healing space within yourself. As you listen, as your subconscious mind hears every word that I speak, the third eye and the solar plexus, as I mentioned, are coupled. So on the purely physical plane, we have these amazing supercomputers in our brain, trillions of little cells connected into these neural networks that are trained from when we're born, shaped by our life experience and generational experience that we're taught and learned and aspects of that programming come from the language that we learn as we evolve from a little being into the adults that we are, or wherever we are on that spectrum at the moment. And then there is this nerve called the vagus nerve that connects our brain to our physical body. And it's a two-way street of information. So the expression of trusting your gut, that comes from the fact that we have this, those of us who are into aspects of computing and knowing what a neural network is. So we have all of these programs that as we experience different things in life, it's constantly evaluating what the outcome is likely to be and assessing. And when we were evolving and eating things, we want to make sure that we don't eat something that made us really sick again. So there's this two-way street where we might feel revulsion if we look at or smell something that we know that's previously made us sick, or that we've been taught generationally by whoever was raising us that, hey, this is not good for us. So that's not just about eating food, that's people interaction. As we've become social creatures, the facial expressions, the tone of voice, all of these different things that we learn as we grow, all of these developed for the monkeys to form communities where we then would know, hey, it's not safe to approach this individual at the moment because they look grumpy and they're going to be, aggro, or this creature has a smile on its face, it's relaxed, therefore, yes, it's safe. So it comes back to learning what's safe, what's not. When we're constantly stressed, and in our modern world, we're all constantly stressed, and all of these different things can happen, and we can become traumatized, we can have our confidence knocked totally skew. So if lots of bad things happen, or you've worked in really stressful environments and you begin to doubt yourself, and that increases and bad things happen, everything piles up, and there starts to become a disconnect between our brain and our gut, and we no longer trust ourselves, we lose our confidence, and that can have major effects on our life. Speaking from personal experience, going from an executive level, very confident younger me, going through a whole bunch of different stuff that I won't go into, to having periods of my life where I was so useless, and I couldn't even decide what to have for breakfast, never mind to make decisions about other people's lives. So when we lose that confidence, it can feel impossible to get it back. It's not, it really isn't. The more we practice aspects of calming, of being self-compassionate, we can regrow our confidence and become stronger and better from all the different life experiences once we learn how. So regaining our confidence and strengthening and allowing that mind-body interaction, it's a wonderful thing as it happens. We do have to work at it. So we know if we sit in meditation and in the hypnotic trance and we focus our subconscious mind and our high energies and all the different things that are right for us individually, if we focus those on the confident, healthy us in the future, then our neural networks develop in the way that we're sending the intention and the energy and what we're practicing. The more we practice something, the better we get at it. So we become this more confident self again, provided that we do the work. So remembering to trust ourselves, reconnecting to that deep inner self. We can do that in trance. Everyone's different in what will work and what they respond to and what's relevant. However, when we remind ourselves that whatever caused our confidence to fail, whether it was external or internal, doesn't matter. It's pointless finding fault or labeling whose fault it is or which particular incident caused it. some of us, we really want to. However, it's not required in order to grow back into our confidence in the future. All we need to do is work with our own abilities to reprogram and continue to program our developing neural networks, and they develop right until the moment we die. Yes, we're told that our brain atrophies as we get old, and a lot of us experience aspects of that. However, the more we work with our own neuronal plasticity, the more we learn new things and keep our life fresh and interesting, the more our brain produces the neural goo that keeps the brain flexible enough to form new connections all the time. And that means that we can program ourselves more easily and better. And that is possible even when we're 80 and 90 years old. All the proof is there that yes, our brains, while they may become more calcified and revert back to its original state as we grow older, the more we keep active mentally, the healthier our brain becomes, and we can still change. So in order to then come back to the confident us, we need to set the intention that we want to be more confident. Now, again, what does that look like for us? That's, a lot of people might think, a confident, means that I go into battle raging and, I walk down the street head held high, and I have to be an executive who does everything and anything. That's not necessarily how you may be confident. Your confidence might be very quiet and solid, and just this inner glow and knowing that I have all of these different skills and abilities, and no one can take my confidence when I have it within myself, and I don't listen to what the world tells me I should and shouldn't do. I simply know and understand where I'm at, what I want, and I know which battles I will pick for myself. And that's the important thing. So just because we're confident doesn't mean that we have to be loud and arrogant. It simply means that we within ourselves know, hey, I can do those things that are important to me, that I want to do and that I choose to do. So there's a few more suggestions that I'm going to work into the actual trance part, and I'm leading up to the trance part now. I'll just very briefly touch on the pineal gland and third eye aspect again. So in order to activate, or wanting to activate that more intuition, listening to your gut, integrating those systems, a whole bunch of different things that are suggested. Meditating with amethyst is a really good way to activate your actual pineal gland. Making sure that you don't have a very high fluoride intake is apparently another good thing. So people in cities with fluorinated water, they may have issues with their pineal gland calcifying a little bit more. However, ultimately, how that affects your energies, your spiritual belief, all these different things, that's up to you. Personally, I'm quite an open, out there person, which has happened over the last 20 odd years, and I'm lucky that I live in the country and drink tank water, so there is definitely no fluoride, though my teeth do kind of suffer from that. However, in working with yourself, the more time you spend relaxing your mind and supporting yourself, the easier it will become for you to tune into those aspects. When you become attuned to the Reiki healing energy, so when I do attunements with my students and when I was attuned, there can be really noticeable shifts in your inner perceptions and abilities to use your third eye and to tune into other people and yourself more broadly. Some people might say, oh, that's, a bit magic, telepathy, all these, wonderful different things. From my personal experience and a lot of my friends who know me, some of what I feel and am capable of is quite out there, quite spooky. And that's okay. I always recommend experiment for yourself, work out what works for you, and remember that you're an individual. So your abilities will be different to mine. Everyone has different strengths and weaknesses. So a lot of my Reiki students are far more in tune than I am with actual information. However, my gut feelings and guidance that I receive through that are quite astonishing sometimes. Anyway, whether I'm delusional or actually quite, able to practice magic doesn't matter. Ultimately, I love and support myself. I believe in myself, and that's the most important thing. And I've learned to encourage myself. So when you have no confidence, and anyone who's worked with people who are really, not confident, trying to make a decision, you second guessing yourself, and because you're not supporting yourself, it becomes very difficult. When you really support yourself, you can't make any wrong decisions. You can only make a decision that you support yourself, and then if it turns out that it was a mistake, that you made the wrong decision, rather than beating yourself up, you go, yep, great, that was a lesson, I've learned from it, I am learning from it, I support myself, and therefore I don't need to feel guilty about having made a mistake. I grow and learn from it, moving on, I'm more confident. And the more you then support yourself, you can just feel your inner strength, and it's a wonderful feeling as that returns and your confidence returns. And yeah, remind yourself, I've got my back. And when you practice that, then it becomes easier just to be in the moment, accept, do what you can, and move forward. So now let's do a bit of trance. As you allow yourself to relax and be comfortable and safe and secure wherever you are now. If you want to turn the lights down, you can. If you want to recline or put your feet up, if you haven't done so already, please do. I'm just tuning into my own inner third eye to see what else will come in. So let's start with, for a moment, imagine what the confident you is like. So this you in the future, strong in the gut. And when I say strong in the gut, so your energy comes from there, you're absorbing your food effectively, you're in tune with your body and your mind, and you're supporting yourself. If you say to yourself in this state, I have the strength to face all of life's challenges, everything that life throws at me, and I can do so with grace and dignity. Whatever grace and dignity may mean to you. It doesn't mean that you have to, smoothly glide through life. We can be gracelessly graceful, and vice versa. Or I most certainly can be gracefully graceless. How we interpret what we do in our life and what we've done, that's the important thing. So what grace means for us individually, I like to think of the Native American Indians and how they walk on this land with grace, how they feel the earth. And most indigenous populations and cultures do. So as we connect more deeply to ourselves, I invite you now, if you wish, you may close your eyes in the moment as I do, or you can leave them open and just gently unfocused and relax and allow information to come in. Soften your gaze, and at any time you can close your eyes if you so choose, or keep them open and simply listen to all of the different sounds around you. So as you do now, I invite you to look up and take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, gently allow your eyes to close. As you listen to the different sounds around you, some of them possibly quite pleasant. I invite you to allow any sound that is not an emergency to relax you and take you deeper. If it is an emergency, you'll instantly be able to open your eyes and deal with it. But otherwise, more and more, any sound now that you become aware of, let it relax you and take you deeper. As you gently breathe, just breathing comfortably, feel into your body with each breath. And just take a moment to take stock of what's going on in your body. Depending on where you are in your journey, you might be irritated at the moment. You might be really blissfully calm already, or somewhere in between. More and more as you relax, give yourself permission to allow your body to be in the state that it's in. More and more as you stop judging, as you simply allow yourself to be as you are, following my instructions, as you drift deep and become more relaxed. I'd like you now to relax your whole body as much as you can, starting with the muscles in and around your eyes. See and feel that relaxation moving down your face as you relax your cheeks, your mouth and your jaw, and even relaxing the muscles inside your mouth. See and feel that relaxation moving over your forehead, over the top of your head and down the back of your neck, as you relax your shoulders and arms, relaxing your hands and your fingers, relaxing your chest and your stomach, relaxing your hips and your legs, relaxing your feet and your toes. And as you continue to drift deeper now at a pace that's just right for you, then in a moment, as I ask you to relax even more, in a moment as I count from 10 to 1, I invite you to imagine that you're standing at the top of a small set of stairs. And if you're not a visual person, then you might not be able to see this image that I'm asking you to imagine. However, if you imagine that you're there at the top of the stairs with your eyes closed, allow your other senses that are stronger to kick in. So if you're more of a sensing, feeling person, imagine, what does the top of the stairs feel like as you're there with your eyes closed? Can you be aware of the wall and the concept? Could you hear the sound of your feet as you move down the stairs, or feel the texture of the wall or handrail? Now at the bottom of the set of stairs is a comfortable bed with a pillow that is just perfect for you. When I get to the number 1, you'll be at the bottom of the set of stairs and you'll drift onto that bed and rest your head on that perfect pillow and drift off into a beautiful daydream where you will find yourself in your ideal healing space for today, wherever that may be. And I'll talk more about that when we meet at the bottom of the stairs, as I count from 10 at the top of the stairs, to 9, relaxing and letting go, 8, nobody wanting anything and nobody needing anything from you at the moment. This is your relaxation and trance. 7, as you gently drift deeper down. 6, more and more relaxed. 5, as all stress, tension and negative energy leaves you at your pace. 4, and you gently drift deeper down. 3, any sound that's not an emergency relaxing you and taking you deeper down. 2, almost at the bottom of the stairs. And 1, drifting onto that bed, resting your head on the pillow and drifting off into a beautiful daydream where you now find yourself in your ideal healing space for today, wherever that may be. Perhaps you're by the beach, or in a beautiful forest clearing, or in a shapeless, formless void where you feel absolutely safe and secure, calm and at peace. And wherever you go today, more and more, you allow yourself to relax. And I invite you to let that healing space come into focus at your own pace. So there is no right or wrong here. This is your space. And perhaps you might be somewhere by the beach, or in a forest, or wherever you are, as you gently allow your attention, your awareness, to just move outwards a little bit, to notice where you might be. And in that space, I wonder, what are you sitting or lying on? What is the surface like? Maybe it's a towel or a beautiful forest floor, leaf litter. And wherever you are, as you allow your other senses to engage, you might feel a gentle breeze on your cheeks, or perhaps you might just gently be able to smell the beautiful forest or the sea. The more and more, as you simply allow yourself to become more present, as you check in with your different senses, both in your physical body and in your healing space. I wonder if you bring your attention to the sense of touch. What are your fingertips touching at the moment? What can you feel? And in feeling, how is your body? Is there any discomfort in your body? If so, do you need to or can you wriggle yourself around a bit to make yourself more comfortable? Can you allow yourself to be more comfortable? As you inhale and you feel the air entering your nostrils and further into your body, what can you hear? In your healing space, what can you see? What can you taste? If you think about tasting your favorite food or smelling wonderful coffee or any other pleasant sensation that you choose, can you engage those different senses and more allow yourself to relax and drift deeper? And perhaps a gentle feeling of heaviness might start to spread through. And in that space, I invite you to imagine that in your healing space now, as I say some words and concepts that you may or may not agree with or be aware of a more energy-based nature, I invite you to still allow them regardless of where you are in your journey at the moment with respect to these. So if I talk about you being absolutely safe and secure in your healing space where you are now, and giving yourself permission at those levels that are right for you today in this moment of now, to connect to those healing energies that you desire to be your more confident, calm, receptive self. To cleanse and clear your energy of any stresses that you've picked up over the last few weeks or months or years. Letting go of those things that no longer serve you well in this moment of now. And we're all different at what we can and can't let go of, so Allow yourself to relax. Imagine that you can let your chakras open in this space, safely and securely. And as you do, that energy can simply rebalance and flow automatically. Now, as I talk through and go through the different energy centers, I send the invitation and the intention out there to everyone who is here with me right now. And that's all of you. However often you may see and experience and hear. So as you connect in absolute safety, and as I ask for the universal healing energy to connect to you in a way that is right for you, going through those concepts that some may call guardians and guides, thanking and feeling grateful for these amazing moments of now and these energies that we can work with for our highest and best will and good. So as you allow that to happen, that happens for you in your healing space. Imagine that you become aware of the most gentle, soothing, healing energy entering through the crown of your head or wherever you might feel it or be aware of it. As if a beautiful shaft of sunlight was gently touching your forehead. And you could simply allow this relaxing, soothing, gentle concept to spread through the cells of your skull and your brain, calming, soothing and relaxing this area in a way that more and more allows all of your organs to relax, allows all of your energies to reach that state which is right for you. And you might feel the soothing, gentle energy moving through your third eye and through your throat and into your chest. And imagine that all you do for a while is accept the sensations that are there. Don't judge them or label them. And in allowing them to be as they are, more and more, they can rebalance. Any negative energy leaving, perhaps through the base of your spine or through the soles of your feet, or sometimes even simply through the pores of our skin as a gentle breeze just takes it away. And as nature abhors a vacuum, then more and more as negative energy leaves, allow yourself to draw in, replenishing, restoring, calming and soothing energy that allow you to heal at the deeper level in a way and at a pace that is right for you. As this gentle, relaxing state of being drifts through your chest and slowly moves towards your abdomen, imagine for a moment that you tune into your heart, this amazing energy center in the middle of your chest. If you wish, you might even like to put your hand on it. Put some loving energy into this space. And imagine that for a while your heart resonates with all the love in the universe. As you more deeply relax, as this energy now spreads to your solar plexus, here where all of your intestines and gut work to give you the energy that you get from sunlight absorbed from your food. And here where there are all these energy connections to other people, where our confidence sits, our sense of being ourselves and connected to everyone. And as you allow this loving, soothing, healing energy to spread through this area, imagine that more and more you might allow your gut to feel peace. And as it does, as you more deeply relax, you could allow this energy to cleanse and clear the connections you have to everyone around you, ordering them in a way that makes it easier to grow in strength and wisdom from all of your life experience. In knowing that we're all connected, allow that, and then simply rearrange those connections in a way that is more suited for you. And as you do, you're more deeply relaxed. As this loving, soothing energy continues through your sacral chakra and to your root chakra now, at the base of your spine, let yourself, for a moment, just feel blissfully calm and relaxed. Just relaxing. Just relaxing as you drift deeper. And as you do, you can allow yourself to stay in this state. You might feel a gentle heaviness spread through. And more at every level, as all stress, tension and negative energy leaves you, you allow yourself to align with your brightest and best possible future. And as you do, remind yourself, I have the strength to face all of life's challenges with dignity and grace. I am strong and confident. I am growing from my life experiences now. I allow them to teach me, and I allow all of the lessons, both good and bad, to make me stronger, to strengthen my aura, so that more and more every day in every way I grow stronger, happy and healthy, calm and relaxed. And as I do that, more and more, you go deeper and you allow yourself to reconnect your third eye to your gut, to let your confidence grow, your inner strength grow, as you give yourself permission to support yourself and encourage yourself. And in doing that, you listen. You listen with all of your intention to allow yourself to tune in to your highest and best self, those energies that are right for you today. And more, you drift deeper. As I count again from 10 to 1, let yourself sink deeper still into your confident, connected self. As I count from 10 to 9, going twice as deep. 8, twice as relaxed. 7, twice as real. 6, and 5, your subconscious mind hearing every word that I speak, even if your conscious mind drifts in and out. 4, twice as deep again. 3, more and more relaxed. 2, and 1. And as you rest in this space, your confidence is emerging and strengthening. You now support and encourage yourself. You have the strength to cope with anything that life throws at you. And you allow yourself now to radiate confidence in the right circumstances. And as you do, every day in every way you grow stronger, happy and healthy, calm and relaxed. And as you allow every single part of you, from the purely physical to the highest spiritual and every layer in between that is applicable to you personally, as you allow every single part of you to align with your highest and best will and good, and your brightest and best possible future, then you relax. You allow your confidence to grow and strengthen, loving and supporting yourself every step of the way. Allow that connection between your third eye and your gut to reawaken. And as you do, your intuition will become stronger, and you will listen to yourself. And as you do, it becomes easier to accept those things that you cannot change. And you simply stop worrying about the future and live in the present. And as we reduce worry, we produce less cortisol. And that makes our brain function in a better, healthier way, which allows us to make better life decisions, which again helps us to manifest our brightest and best possible future. So as you allow your confidence to grow, it doesn't matter what may have caused your confidence to fade at the start. Now you simply love and support yourself every step of the way. You take the time to be still, and you take the time to be mindful, which means simply observing what's happening in your body and mind. And as you become more practiced in that, you allow things to be as they are. And that allows you to listen to your gut. And as you grow stronger, it becomes easier to not judge everyone else judging in this world, and to simply find joy and allow yourself to enjoy your life. And you'll notice that you simply find it easier to cope with everything that the world is throwing at us at the moment. And you can allow yourself to rejoice in your abilities and to strengthen them, and to make that time to sit or stand or do walking meditations or whatever is right for you, that allows you more and more to connect to yourself and this world in a comfortable and confident way. As every day and every way we grow stronger, happy and healthier, calm and relaxed. In this state at the moment, I'll give you the suggestion that if you would like your body, the cells in your body, and every other level to remember how relaxed you've become now, and even more relaxed you can be with more practice, give yourself a reminder signal. So you might simply put your index finger and thumb together, or you might think of a particular word or whatever springs to your mind now, or a nice relaxing song. And you can tie that to a happy, calm memory. And then anytime you need to, consciously or subconsciously, when it is safe to do so, when you notice that you might be stressed or agitated, you might give yourself that reminder. And as you do, your body can return to that level of deep inner peace and calm that is safe for that moment. So obviously we would not do this while driving a car or working with heavy machinery. But even in those circumstances, you can allow yourself to become more relaxed and to remember this feeling of relaxation. And that's always within us, no matter what the different moments that we experience might be like. And as you do, as every single part of you continues to align with your brightest and best possible future, as your confidence awakens and your joy and zest for life gets stronger, then now you integrate and become whole. You move towards that confident, happy, healthy you in a way and at a pace that is right for you today. As needed, you might listen to this recording repeatedly or other similar ones for you to practice this state and feeling. And every time you listen to them, you will get more out of them, as your body and mind more easily enter those healthy states that can be relaxed. They can also be strong and confident and energized. And from there, you create your brightest and best possible future and enjoy the reality that you occupy. So as you integrate and become that confident you of the future, enjoying life, allow yourself now in this space to absorb all of the healing energy that you need. Allow integration to take place at your pace. And as you do, you'll simply be stronger and more confident and enjoy your life more. And as you do, you relax and you allow your deepest energy reserves to replenish and recharge in this space. And you bring that enthusiasm and confidence back with you. So in a moment, as I count from 1 to 5, you'll gently return, feeling deeply rested and recharged. And when I get to the number 5, you'll open your eyes when you're ready, feeling stronger and more confident at every level. As I count from 1, this deeply relaxed state, which is always within you, to 2, gently starting to return, a feeling of wellness and calm returning with you. 3, as you slowly and gently come closer. 4, starting to wriggle around a bit now and bringing more energy back into yourself. And 5, opening your eyes whenever you're ready. And as you do, now, before I bring the participants that are here back online and turn off the recording, since this is a low frills event and an end screen that I've tried to put in hasn't worked, I'm just going to hold this up for a moment, and by the power of YouTube